very interesting. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I didn't realize this in terms of a size analogy between myself and him. I appeared during that interview to look like a deer tick. I didn't realize this. He is over 800 feet tall. Very surprising. He did say, though, as he was leaving, he said, we do actually use the word pep. He just didn't want to say it because I thought it kind of made him look uncool. So. But that is our show. Join us tomorrow night, let's say 11. Young Andy Richter will be here, also the size of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now here it is, your moment of Zen.
He said, I mean, you can go to New York City, and you can be in a restaurant, and you can meet a foreign leader. That's what he said when one of the big-time reporters asked him about it. Oh,
Hi, fans. I want to talk today. I was watching John Kerry. He was outraged by the behavior where the soldiers humiliated the Iraqi prisoners. Come on, John. It's a little fun and games, John. Didn't you ever want to have a little fun and games, John? Out there on the Mekong Delta after a firefight, you're still all wound up. You got a couple of VC captives sitting there smirking at you. It's your boat, John. They don't laugh at you in your boat. Make them stop laughing, John. That never happened. Then Bush gets on Arab TV to apologize for these events, as if the average Arab gives a damn. They're laughing at our weakness and our fake solemnity and piety. The average Iraqis who recognized those guys in the photos were probably terrorized by them, and the only part they didn't like is that they were kept alive at the end. We don't get the Middle East culture at all, okay? And I'll tell you where this civilization clash really came to a head. It can be traced back to Brooke Burke when she started Wild on E, okay? Because first they kept it cool, the usual party spots, Ibiza, some Greek island. Then suddenly she's in Morocco. I was like, whoa, be careful, this could be trouble. Because Morocco consider themselves to be Arabs. They're not. They're like Brazilians. You know, they stay up late and they like to party. But they speak Arabic, so they mistake themselves for Arabs. But they're close enough to the real Arabs in the Middle East that one of Brooke's titty and ecstasy parties woke them up, and they're like, hey, what's going on over there? Then they see the whole Western decadence, and they track Brooke's route. They realize Spain to Greece, Morocco, and they realize it's the same route the Crusaders took, you know, back in the day. Mecca can only be nearby. She's like the advanced team. In the old days, they'd use like the missionaries. Now it's the trust fund Eurotrash and the Coke horse. But, you know, Now, when you hear about this, well, you're not going to be that blown away by it. Strip clubs in 18 states are registering voters with the hope of swaying the 2004. I don't think those. Either way, the strip clubs are trying to sway people against Bush for the next election. How do you feel about that? Look, here it is. Presidential election. Oh, erection. What do you think? Now even the strippers are turning on him.
What next? Glory holes in the voting booths?
Not the worst idea in town.
I know.
But I had a problem with the article when they kept talking about the women as being exotic dancers. They're not exotic, and they're not dancers. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing... You know, it's like saying a pedophile is an exotic babysitter. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty funny.
Stop the bull.
The bull S.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. But I think it's a good idea, you know, because then this man was in the strip clubs for like what 20 years without voting.
Oh.
Did you read the article?
No.
20 years he hasn't voted. In 20 years he's been going to the strip club.
What's wrong with not voting?
No, I mean he was placing his vote, but in a different way. But I just think that it's a bad idea to make these people decide how my America's gonna be. You know.
But don't you think it's also smart in the long run? People are interested in sex and violence in the world, so the more you focus other things are going to win them in there. That's the only thing that get people excited.
Well, you're acting like voting's a good thing. Why is voting a good thing?
Oh,
what are you going to do? Go with Bush or Kerry? They're absolutely identical. There's no difference. It's like
It's politics. It's supposed to be boring.
There's no difference at all. Bush and Kerry are identical. It's like when Curly Howard was told by Mo, pick 2 fingers. Whatever 2 he picked, they still poked him in the eye. It's time to say, I'm not picking any fingers. You put someone good, or I'm not voting. What are you saying? Kerry's going to be better? Kerry won't stop the war. Kerry won't put more porno in. Kerry will do jack.
But wait a minute.
He's the same as Bush.
You're speaking like a white male that has...
I am a white male. How would I speak differently? Want me to speak like a black woman, yo-yo?
No, that's what I'm saying. So if we don't vote, we are...
So you're going to vote. What are you going to get? What black woman is running this in one of the 2 major parties?
Well,
what black woman is running?
Down Central Park in a minute.
Exactly. So are you? Is
this
Kerry
guy's a real firebrand. But wait, before you get into it, Jim, wait, let me just say something.
I'm a black woman.
Hey, let me just say something. First of all, stop. First of all, let me ask you this, though. But Jim, say something first. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I don't need a Russian illegal alien telling me who to vote for. You know what I mean? That's all the strippers are. But, and then they're telling me to vote for Kerry. They're telling me to vote for Kerry. Meanwhile, when I walk out of it, the only thing I'm thinking about is Bush.
But let me ask you this. Wait.
That was a joke.
Let me ask you something.
It was a pubic hair joke. Sorry.
Penn. Don't try to... Listen to me. When you say Kerry Bush, neither one of them is going to stop the war.
No.
But you're acting like there is some person in some country somewhere, this ideal person that would stop war or would stop poverty or would stop anything like that. That doesn't exist anywhere in the world since time began.
So why are you voting for one that will just keep it going the same way?
It's called democracy. Have you been here?
Because it's the closest.
I've lived in this country.
It's not perfect. It's not going to be ideal for anybody.
So you're going to go for the lesser of 2 evils?
That's usually
Did
the way to go.
anybody vote for Bush or for Gore, or did they just vote against Bush or against Gore? In the last
lesser
election,
of 2 evils.
Did anyone... lesser of 2 evils is a good one?
Well, I think the United States and Iraq is the lesser of 2 evils.
You do?
Yeah.
As opposed to...
Saddam.
Okay. So you're happy with the way things are going, so you're voting Bush?
I wouldn't say I'm happy with the way things are going, but I would say that I'm not sure if I'm going to vote yet for Bush, but if I had to vote today, I'd vote for Bush.
Okay.
Because...
3 people are with you.
I didn't say it was a popular... Yeah, 4 people were with me. Oh, yeah, these people... That was an overwhelming mob scene.
That's New York.
Let's talk about something else.
But you're talking like a white man.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Okay, May is National Masturbation Month, and to celebrate...
No, every month is National Masturbation Month. It's like having a month to breathe. How about May we breathe? How about that for an idea?
Why do they pick May? May is Mother's Day month. Jesus. I mean,
that's a good point.
What am I going to send her a box of chocolate shaped like a big I mean...
It always creeps me out when people send their mother's Valentine's candy. It's a little creepy to me even then. It's like, that's for girlfriend. Mother's Day is for mother. But I think it's a bad move too. May is National Masturbation Month because, you shouldn't be masturbating when it's light out. Only when it's dark, because or else it rules your impetus for the whole day. You ever whack off in the morning? What are you going to do the rest of the day? What's the point?
HBO said they're doing this to make people aware of female masturbation.
Oh,
like, have you ever put on HBO? Every time you put on HBO, it's like 3 girls with a cucumber or a carrot. It's like the Food Network.
Jim, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, don't give me the last line, because it's not going to
You're
work.
not getting the last line.
He's got a pubic hair joke all
sitting there in his ski sweater in May, trying to get a joke in.
National Masturbation Month, he's got the ski sweater.
Keep it warm.
Now listen to me. I don't know. What's the next subject?
Why? What
Move it!
We didn't even get started on the masturbation.
Okay, then let's look at last year's winner of the masturbation. Now, do you see my... Wait! They once did this thing about Eleanor Duse. She's like a famous actress from the 1800s. They said, Duse's blush. I just made my face go red. I wasn't really whacking off. I mean, I'm as good as the most famous actress that nobody heard of except me, Eleanor Duse. Because look, I made my face red like I was about to, ejaculate.
Why is there all guys around, though?
We'll be right back.
We're pulling an all-nighter on this one, people. And for future reference, sir, this isn't what we meant by polling the voters.
Stay tuned for more of this indecision moment brought to you by Bass.
We didn't set foot on the moon. We didn't tear down the Berlin Wall. And we didn't race into the history books. Our passion is beer. Whatever yours is, reach for greatness.
Simple explanation, this is all water under the bridge.
They're his sisters.
Too young.
His nieces.
Used it last time.
He saved them from drowning.
In lingerie?
Big Wish Foundation.
I'm listening.
Okay, they wanted to swim with a presidential candidate in lingerie before they die.
Could work.
They do look happy.
And it might play well with a terminally ill demographic.
Just hope they live long enough to vote.
This indecision moment has been brought to you by Bass. A little bit of better.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, honey, it's a camera phone. It's 2 camera phones.
Oh, it's a Mother's Day miracle. Oh, hey, I'll take this one.
This year, Mother's Day isn't just for moms. Buy Mom one cool CDM 8900 camera phone from Verizon Wireless and get yourself a second phone free. Send pictures back and forth on 2 great phones with 1 great deal. Plus, join in and call each other or any Verizon Wireless customer anytime without using any plan minutes.
I sent you a picture of the syrup.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Can inspiration make the simple act of driving around extraordinary? Yes. Can substance and style blend seamlessly together? Clearly. And can the car of your dreams be an affordable reality? Absolutely. The 150-mile-per-hour performance-tested Chrysler Crossfire. Lease one for only $299 a month if you're a well-qualified lessee. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
Get into Taco Bell for the cheesy Gordita Crunch. Warm flatbread covered in 3 melted cheeses wrapped around a crunchy taco and topped with the zesty pepper jack sauce.
So cheesy.
I like cheesy. To get crunchy, chewy, cheesy, and melty, think outside the bun.
Observe the panicked look of the last-minute shopper. Fortunately, Helzberg Diamonds' value promise ensures the perfect gift at the perfect price. Panic button off.
Helzberg Diamonds. Confidence comes in a burgundy box.
Let me tell you something.
The rules
You're ugly!
no longer apply.
Give me a break, you mullet head!
I promptly buried my face into her floppy, misshapen milk jugs and went...
You have gray hair in your danger zone.
Mad TV, break the rules.
No! Yes!
Tuesday through Friday at 7:30, only on Comedy Central.
Go ahead and take me to Xanadu.
Dave Chappelle doesn't do his show for the awards.
I love you, Dad!
He doesn't do it for the groupies. Dave does it because he loves touching people's lives.
Come on, let's play.
Really?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'm player 1. You're player 2.
Tell your little friends the dreams do come true. Dave Chappelle came and saw you in the hospital and whoop your monkey ass in some straight whoop.
A full hour of Chappelle's show begins Tuesday at 10 on Comedy Central.
Feel better.
And so you went oil.
Yeah, exactly.
In the film Super Size Me, which opens this weekend, it's not porno, Morgan Spurlock, this guy ate every meal at McDonald's for 1 month. He gained 24 pounds. His cholesterol rose by 65 points. Here's a clip of Morgan Spurlock.
Can I get the double quarter pounder with cheese meal? I think I'm gonna have to go supersize.
It seems like you're starting to get addicted to it now.
Look at how big that thing is.
Let me get the McStomach ache. Right now I got some McGas.
He's a genius.
You know what? I think the messages go to Burger King.
What do you guys think? Is he a genius? I mean, it is kind of a simple thing.
Stupid. We all know this.
But of course, it's a big hit, like at film festivals.
Well, that's because it's another way for rich people to make fun of poor people. Ooh, they eat at McDonald's. How stupid are they? It's the same thing.
They really are, though. They really are.
I mean,
look, if you eat anything for 30 days straight, the same thing, you could eat Heidi Klum for a month straight. You're going to get sick. At least one of the weeks. That's a bad example.
I wish.
I know. You're in a good mood, Ben.
I wish you would have said, like, David Beckham's wife, because then he cheated on her. What's up? No, what do you guys think? Oh, screw it.
But this guy's saying, like, you know, that proves that obesity is a disease. A disease, it's not a disease. A disease is something you usually catch. Right? You don't run into somebody 6 months later, they put 100 pounds on, like, oh, man, what happened? Oh, I caught obesity. You know, yeah, too bad you didn't catch lockjaw.
I don't know. I just don't see this whole idea of a stunt type. It's like David Blaine gets in a box for a month and doesn't eat. This guy goes to McDonald's and does eat. It's just like, you know, DJ stunts. It doesn't really make any sense at all. I'll eat nothing but McDonald's and no rap.
But now they're not going to superstar. I'm sorry. Go ahead, black woman.
You're good. You're really good. No, really. No, but once again, this is what I'm getting out of it. I don't want to be like this all the time, but it is true that white people think we are really interested in their bodily functions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I eat, or I got gas, or I got throw up, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to know what you're doing.
But let's be honest. When it comes to Mickey D's, you can't blame that on us. That's your peeps that love that place.
We didn't make Mickey D's. That was some white guy.
But you hang out there like it's Cheers. Everybody's hanging.
That's crazy.
Come on.
That's crazy. I don't go to McDonald's. I don't like McDonald's.
All the young black dudes know the girls are going, yo, let me get a cheeseburger. You want to get fries? It's cheaper. All right, give me fries too, yo.
We're only 11% of the population. If it was up to us to keep McDonald's open, McDonald's would be closed.
You're eating 90% of the McRibs.
I don't think McDonald's is a racial issue. Why did it become a racial issue?
They don't live in New York City.
Okay, maybe that's why.
If people bring it up, it's going to be racial. If people bring up race, we get race.
Mayor McCheese won't even go into the McDonald's on 42nd Street. It's so dangerous.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about Mayor McCheese.
Where do you live,
Coaches of a middle school basketball team in New Jersey are facing disciplinary action for giving a 13-year-old player, they surprised him with a Crybaby Award for whining he wasn't playing enough. They told him we won't have an award for you. He shows up, they give him the Crybaby Award. All right, the coach has obviously got his own thing, but what do you think about this?
It's just more of that, just those school sports with their frustrated jocks that never made it, that find one big kid and try to push him around. I was 6'6", I was 250. They tried to get me to play football, basketball. These same kind of loser math teachers at government schools, they should all just die. Leave the kids alone. Just leave the kids alone. Sports suck. Sports kill more kids than guns. It's an evil thing. If you're in sports, quit them. Don't play them in high school.
Yeah, because
it's awful. Crybaby Award, I would get that and be proud. I'd be proud of whining. At least when you're whining, you're not hurting someone else.
Good. No wonder Teller doesn't say much.
Exactly.
Now listen. Go ahead.
Bad touch. Bad touch. That was bad touch. You were up above the knee.
Jesus.
You touched me above the knee.
That's creepy.
That'd be really creepy.
Yeah, keep on.
It's got to touch me.
But if you played sports, you'd be like, that's a man.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Holy Jesus Christ. Now, what are you saying? I want to hear from it. Well, let's hear from Jim for a change. Jim,
I played basketball in middle school, and I was on the team. I never played because I was the only white guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't cry about it either.
But you
no, because I knew if I left the bench, my wallet would get stolen and my white girl.
No.
Why? Were there Mexicans on the team too?
No.
They don't like baseball and boxing. Forget about it. Now, Nick, you probably have the exact opposite opinion to him because he played football.
Well, we're living in a soft culture.
Professional
football? No, not professional. Look at this shirt. Is that professional? Jesus Christ.
College football you play?
Yeah, I played college.
That makes you a big tough jock crybaby?
Ooh! That makes you a 6'4" pussy.
6'6" pussy.
He's 6'6"
pussy.
Sorry.
Look, fellas.
Should have supersized. We're done.
We'll be right back after the show just flies.
From Comedy Central's secret stash,
the man comes out and says these things.
Eddie Murphy, live and uncontrollably raw.
He walks out and he goes, hello, this and MF and kiss my big black stuff.
Eddie Murphy Raw, Saturday at 1 a.m. here on Comedy Central.
Hi, honey. What's this?
I'm gonna get this for Mommy. This is enough, right?
It's more than enough.
A 3-stone diamond ring from Kay Jewelers means 2 things. Every diamond is hand-selected, and she'll absolutely love it.
I got it all by myself. Every kiss begins with Kay.
There are 2 ways to look at skincare, the girl's way or the guy's way. Introducing Jillette Complete Moisturizer with SPF 15. Non-greasy, fragrance-free, smoother, healthy-looking skin in 14 days. New Jillette Complete Moisturizer.
What brings you to the Rhode Island Culinary Institute?
That's a good question.
What brings you to southern New Mexico State?
You travel many miles. Why Gestalt School of Art?
What made you decide to make the trip all the way to Memphis Polytech?
$139 a week for any compact car at Budget. For irresistible prices on irresistible cars, call 1-800-BUDGET-7 or visit budget.com.
All right, Tommy, the sooner you get your memory to start working again, the sooner we can all get out of here. That's incredible.
What?
Well, I thought that was a green shirt, but it's actually more like a,
seafoam?
That's right, seafoam. I mean, look at how it offsets the jacket. I love how it brings out the color in your eyes.
Thanks.
There you are.
The pure clean light of GE Reveal light bulbs brings out patterns and colors that often go unnoticed.
Now, this is gorgeous. None of the other stations look this nice.
GE, imagination at work.
I submit to you Miller's Record. Miller Lite, the great tasting beer that's less filling. Miller Genuine Draft, a beer with genuine flavor that's cold filtered smooth. Clear beer. Well, Miller clearly has a history of progressive decision making, and I would ask the king of beers what he would say to that. Why won't my opponent debate this issue? Is it because he's a horse, or is it because he's got blinders on? No peripheral vision. Look at me. Both sides.
Choose taste. Miller. Good call.
Any good comic has to know how to evaluate the audience. And when you're up in front of a group of strangers every night, you have to make quick judgments. So once again, we're going to play the Size Me Up game. We bring out 2 of our actual audience members. Comics guess where they're from, what they do, and give an interesting fact about them. Our first person we're going to bring out here, come on out. This is Johnny. Panel, 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds to size him up. Let's go right now. Just play the music. Oh, this is a good song. I like this one. It's good. A happy show called Tough Crowd. Happy show, Tough Crowd. Happy show, we call it Tough Crowd Show. All right, let's see what you got. 20 seconds up. Nick.
He's from Brooklyn. He works at an Army-Navy store. And an interesting fact, he was shot in the face with a BB gun as a baby.
He's from historic Old Deerfield in Massachusetts. His job is cooperage. He's a cooper. And his interesting fact is his family came over on the Mayflower.
Ellen!
Okay, I said that he's from Rikers Island, Cell Block C. He's a career rapist. And he defecates in public places.
All right, Jim.
Pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same.
Jim.
I have a hometown, the Bronx, job, none. An interesting fact, even his camouflage can't hide his gut.
Johnny! Tell them the real answer, Johnny.
All right, Johnny Jamie from Union City. Interesting fact.
This far.
Wait, I'm an aspiring porn star.
All right. Hey, let's see the hammer. All right, thank you. Okay, thank you, Johnny. Next, we have Jamie. Let's try this again. 20 seconds on the clock. Ready? Tell you, this song can catch on like wildfire. It's a happy, tough crowd show. But, 20 seconds is a lot longer than you think, right? right, let's see what you got. Let's start with Nick.
He's from Weston, Massachusetts. His job is a fluffer. And he used to date Penn Jillette in high school.
He did.
All right, Penn Jillette.
It's actually a J on Jillette.
Penn.
He's Rikers Island, cell block C. He's a career rapist, and he defecates in public.
Hey!
That was funny when you did it.
Alan!
All right, he's his hometown is land. And what's wrong with that?
You're doing this as a black woman.
And his job is queer. And the interesting fact about him is that he's Nick's bitch.
Jim.
Hometown West Village, job. He's hoping to get on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. An interesting fact, I think that's my mom's belt.
Wait! Jamie, what's the truth?
I'm from Detroit. I do security at the airport, and my fact, I can't do the Spock thing.
Oh, 8 Mile, baby. Okay, good for you. My palms are sweaty. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, boy. Let me tell you something. Thanks to our volunteers, they took a nice hammering, and, you know, what do you want me to say? We'll be right back? I'm sick of saying it. Isn't there another way to say that that would be, like, distinctive? I guess not.
Observe the panicked look of the last-minute shopper. Fortunately, Helzberg Diamonds' value promise ensures the perfect gift at the perfect price. Panic button off. Helzberg Diamonds. Confidence comes in a burgundy box.
All light beers are low in carbs, so choose on taste. Fresh, smooth, real. Bud Light. It's all here.
Are you tired of getting dumped?
I want to break up with you.
I think we should take some time off.
Are you smoking?
How about it?
Quincy's got something for you.
It's a manual on how to break up with your lover. I call it the plan.
On May 14th.
If someone is in love, it means that you're crazy and you can bite through your own flesh. You want some hot sauce?
Be strong.
I'm out.
Be gone!
Act smooth. And play it by the book.
No, don't!
Crazy man.
Breaking all the rules. Rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere, May 14th.
Here's Bob, the host with the most, you might say. And here's his buddy, Tom. Looks like Tom could use a little help. So Bob did the buddy thing and told Tom to call and order Enzyte, the effective, reliable way to natural male enhancement. Well, Tom got his Enzyte, and look at him now. Yes, in just a few short weeks, he's stepping large and laughing easy. Free samples of Enzyte now available while supplies last. Just call or visit foodenzyte.com. Enzyte, the once-a-day tablet for natural male enhancement. This is Bob. Bob is doing well. Very well indeed. That's because not long ago, Bob realized that he needed something better in his life. And what did he get? Why, a big boost of confidence, a little more self-esteem, and a very happy missus at home. Free samples of Enzyte now available while supplies last. Just call or visit foodenzyte.com. Enzyte, the once-a-day tablet for natural male enhancement.
You know, folks, strippers have many talents, picking up dollar bills, not using their hands, and now registering voters. What's another way strippers could be used for good, not evil? Penn.
There is no way to use strippers for evil, even if they support evil candidates like Kerry or Bush. It's still art, it's still sex, and that is always good. Sex and art is humanity at its best. There's one show business, strippers are part of it, and that's just good, even if they're getting people to waste their time by voting.
All right, Jim!
Genius!
That was nice.
I think we should send strippers over to Afghanistan to find bin Laden. Like Saddam Hussein, he's hiding in a hole with money. If anyone could sniff out cash, it's a stripper. And they can lure them out by telling them that they're going to take them to the VIP cave.
All right, Ellie.
Let's see. How can strippers be used for good and not evil? Well, it's not possible. We should give all strippers government grants so they can return to law school before they take us to hell in a hand job. But before they go, okay, back to their postgraduate studies, maybe they can shake their asses to end obesity. The slogan would be, don't masticate, masturbate.
All right, Nikki!
Another good use for strippers would be to have them visit terminally ill men and boys in hospital wards. I know traditionally this role has gone to the superstar athlete, but if you had a week to live, who would you rather meet? A 30-year-old guy named A-Rod or an 18-year-old girl who could give you A-Rod? Do you want to meet someone who plays third base or someone who might let you get to third base? Look, I'm dying here. I don't want a home run. I want a happy ending.
Oh, good night, everybody. That's the show.
Well.
Wow.
Yes. Did you expect Mr. Penn Jillette to be so boisterous?
No, he's a real moonbeam. I didn't know he was, I didn't know anything about him, really. I knew he was boisterous on the show, but I figured to overcompensate because the other guy's quiet. He doesn't say a lot.
Right.
In fact, he's never said anything.
Nick DiPaolo's fan club was here tonight. What kind of people are fans of Nick's?
All kinds of people. You know what I mean? Like the old Armour hot dogs, fat kids, skinny kids, kids who climb on rocks, the whole 9 yards.